If your job starts with these 3 letters, you have 12 months. I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not trying to scare you for views. I'm giving you a systems warning. Those 3 letters are A, DM admin, data, management. If your work is mainly about administering information, moving data around, and doing mid-level management of people and documents behind a screen, you are standing right in front of the first big AI wave. And that wave has already left the shore. Right now, in January 2026, models like GPT, Gemini, and others can already write, summarize, analyze, translate, and coordinate at a level that would have sounded impossible a few years ago. In the next 12 months, they will get faster, cheaper, and integrated into every major tool you use. If your job is, I sit in front of a computer, touch no real world, and my main task is to read, write, forward, schedule, and report, the system is looking at you right now and saying, why am I paying a full salary for this, when a $20 a month AI subscription can do most of it? That is the cold logic, no feelings, no loyalty, just math. So this video is not about AI someday. This is about you this year. I'm going to give you 3 things. First, a reality check. Why ADM jobs are in the direct path of the AI wave. Second, a test from first principles. How to see if your role is a human job or already a software job. Third, a 12-month pivot plan so you can survive this and come out more valuable, not obsolete. Let's start with the reality. When I talk about AI, I've said I expect it to beat humans at basically everything and to make most traditional work optional within 10 to 20 years. That's not because I hate people. It's because computers are very good at anything that looks like logic plus language plus data. White-collar desk work, the kind of work many people thought was safe, is literally made of logic plus language plus data. So if I'm a CEO or a CFO and I see that AI can draft emails, schedule meetings, summarize calls, create reports, analyze spreadsheets, prepare slides, write basic code, why wouldn't I start asking, how many people do I really need in admin, data, and middle-level management? This is not some evil plan. It is just the default behavior of any system under pressure. Reduce cost, increase speed, use the cheapest effective tool. In 2025 and 2026, the cheapest effective tool for a lot of ADM work is going to be AI and automation. So here is the first hard truth. If your job is administrator, analyst, assistant manager, account manager that mostly sends emails and updates spreadsheets, any role where your main value is, I keep the information organized and the process moving, you are in the blast radius. That does not mean you are doomed, but it does mean the system will test this question. Can a $20 a month AI plus a smaller number of humans do the same work? That brings us to the Musk framework. When I design rockets, cars, or companies, I use first principles. I break things down to the basics and rebuild from there. You can do the same with your job. Ask this: what is the irreducible core of my role? If I strip away the titles, the meetings, the politics, what do I actually do all day? Write it down. Do I gather information? Do I move information? Do I summarize information? Do I approve or deny requests? Do I tell other people what the system needs? Now ask the next question. If I gave a strong AI model access to the same emails, documents, and tools I have, how much of my day could it handle? If the honest answer is maybe 50, 60, 80%, then you are not the core system. You are a user interface for the system. In that case, your salary is now a cost to be optimized. That sounds harsh, but it's how the machine thinks. So you have 2 options. Option 1, ignore this, hope you're special, and be shocked in your next 12 to 24 months of performance reviews, reorganizations, and efficiency initiatives. Option 2, accept this, and become the person who uses the machine better than anyone else around you. That is your pivot. Now I'm going to give you a 12-month plan, 3 phases, 3 months each, simple and direct. Months 1 to 3, become a prompt engineer for your own job. I don't mean prompt engineer, as in some fancy new title. I mean this, for the next 90 days, your job is to learn how to use AI to do your current job 10 times better and faster than your co-workers. Every recurring task you have: writing emails, drafting reports, summarizing meetings, creating slide decks, checking data for errors, outlining projects. Feed it to AI. Learn how to give clear instructions. Learn how to refine the output. Learn how to build little workflows where AI does the boring parts, and you check the important parts. You want your manager to look at you and think, this person produces more with fewer mistakes, and they're the only one who knows how all these AI tools are wired into our process. You are still in danger, but now you're less of a cost and more of an asset. You stopped competing as human versus AI and started competing as human plus AI versus humans without AI. That is a big difference. Months 4 to 6, fuse with the machine. In this phase, you stop thinking of yourself as the person who does the tasks. You start thinking of yourself as the person who designs, audits, and directs the AI that does the tasks. Ask questions like, if AI is now doing 70 or 80% of this workflow, what can go wrong? Where can it hallucinate? Where can it make ethical mistakes? Where can it break compliance rules? Where do we absolutely need a human decision? You want to become the human who designs the prompts, sets the rules, checks the outputs, raises the alarm when the system is wrong, improves the system over time. You are now moving from worker to system owner. You are moving from hands to brain. In a world where more and more of the doing is done by software, the people who survive are the ones who understand how the system works, where the risks are, how to keep it aligned with real-world goals and ethics. This is exactly the kind of thinking needed in AI safety, AI policy, and any serious use of automation. Month 7 to 12, pivot to a hard problem. Once you are fused with the machine in your current role, you have a choice. Stay in the same company, in a more senior, system level role, or start moving toward what I call hard problems. Hard problems share a few traits. They involve the physical world. They involve high-stakes decisions. They involve human trust, negotiation, or emotion. They are in fields where AI is a tool, not the main actor. Think about robotics and physical automation, energy and infrastructure, transportation and logistics, surgery, complex healthcare, live emergency work. High-stakes sales and negotiation where humans still want a human across the table. Deep creative direction where you're not just making content, you're shaping strategy. These are all areas I'm betting on with companies like SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, and others. The pattern is, AI will do more and more of the screen-only work. Humans will still be needed where bits meet atoms, and where algorithms need real-world judgment and responsibility. So in months 7 to 12, you should be asking, which hard problem do I want to get close to? Who is already working on it? What skills do they value that I can start building now, using the AI leverage I already learned? This might mean moving inside your current company, closer to the core product, operations, or fieldwork. Or it might mean starting the process of changing companies or industries entirely over the next few years. The key point is, do not wait until your ADM role is cut to start this. That's like waiting until the rocket is launched to start designing the engine. The first big AI displacement wave is hitting white-collar, screen-only work right now. If you can see that, you still have time to move. If you pretend not to see it, you are gambling your entire career on wishful thinking. So let me repeat the core message. If your job starts with a D or M admin, data management, if your day is mostly email, reports, spreadsheets, scheduling, status updates, approvals and forwarding, you have 12 months to stop being a human plugin and start being the person who designs and directs the software. Phase 1. Use AI to 10 times your output in your current job. Phase 2. Shift from doing the task to owning the system. Phase 3. Pivot your career toward hard problems, where humans and machines work together on things that actually matter. Most people won't do this. They'll stay the same. They'll hope their company protects them. They'll say, this is overblown. Then they'll be shocked when their job description is quietly merged with a software license. You don't have to be one of them. You can be the one who sees the wave, learns to surf it, and then paddles out to bigger waves on purpose. 12 months is not a lot of time, but it is enough to change direction. Start by asking, how much of my work is already software? If the honest answer scares you, Good. Use that fear as fuel to become the kind of human that no $20 a month API can replace. If you want more of these blunt breakdowns instead of feel-good lies, subscribe. Share this with the smartest person you know in an ADM job, and start your 12-a-month clock today.